Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. You know, I had a couple experiences this morning before I get into the meat of this video. So I'm driving my son to preschool this morning, and I see this homeless dude on the sidewalk, and he is having an intense conversation with somebody behind him. The only thing is there's nobody behind him. And as I drive by him with my window up, I can hear him yelling obscenities. This dude is absolutely fucking bonkers. Walking down the street, walking the opposite way of him are students going to school. Why is it okay for people to live on the streets and scare the fuck out of everybody else? How scared would you be as a teenage kid walking to school by yourself and some crazy fucking adult is coming toward you, yelling and screaming at nobody? This should not be allowed. You cannot live on the streets all fucked up. We don't want to see it. We don't want to deal with it. You know, one time when I was young, wild, and free, I came out of my house, you know, after a long night of partying. The next morning, probably about noon, I sit on my porch and I light a cigarette. I don't smoke anymore. Smoking's bad for you kids. So I'm smoking a cigarette and I look over, and I live like a couple houses away from the corner of a major street, a very busy street at the time. And so I see these feet hanging out. There's a fence along my driveway, and then there's a parking lot of a business right next door. And at the end of the fence, between the fence and a dumpster, I see these feet sticking out. I'm like, what the, somebody dead? So I go over there and I look, and it's this old, haggard, homeless lady sleeping on the fucking ground. So I go back over and I smoke my cigarette. I'm probably 15, 20 feet away. I'm smoking my cigarette. Eventually, this fucking vagrant turd gets up, kind of looks around, brushes the leaves out of her fucking hair, and she looks at me and she goes, "What, nigger?" Now, I started laughing because I could have easily gone over there and beat the holy shit out of this fucking dumb woman, but I didn't. Number one, I didn't feel threatened. And some of you are thinking, well, of course not. She's a woman. No, pump your brakes. I don't believe in hitting anybody, women or men. But if you pose a physical threat to me, yeah, I will fuck you up. I will give him my best shot. So don't think it's because she's a woman that I let that shit slide. Equal rights, right? My point is, these crazy fuckers, these drug-infested, filthy dumbasses living on the street. Now, that's not everybody. Every homeless person isn't like that. But a lot of them are. I've been working downtown for 11 years. I've seen them. Okay? These people should not be on the streets. Nobody should. An insane asylum, mental health facility, wherever the fuck you want to call them, homeless shelters, jobs, something. These people can't be on the fucking street. They don't deserve that. We don't deserve to deal with that shit. Now, that's one half. That was a bad thing I saw this morning. The good thing, I get to my son's class, and this is still in my, like this crazy homeless bastard walking up and down the street like that. Police ain't doing shit. But I get to my son's class, and we're putting his little stuff away in his cubby hole and all that. And it's broken. It's a huge room, and it's broken up into like 3 or 4 different areas, and each area has a different group of kids and teachers that go along with them. So the teacher, one of the teachers at the other group is at this chart, and I hear her say, is this a boy or a girl? And the class goes, a boy. And she says, that's right, it's a boy. And I'm thinking, great. So this liberal, ultra woke, diverse, inclusivity bullshit hasn't trickled its way down to my son's classroom. There's still hope, people. Did you hear that? That teacher said, is this a boy or a girl? She didn't say boy, girl, they, z, and all that other crazy bullshit they've come up with in the last 3 years. We got hope. They're still teaching kids that there's only boys and girls. You're welcome. So, let's get to the meat of this video, shall we? So, what the fuck is going on with this Trump, Biden, Ukraine bullshit? So apparently, Trump was speaking with the president of the Ukraine, Zelensky. No way in hell I'm going to try to pronounce that dude's first name. President Zelensky. So apparently him and Trump were on the phone, and Trump told him that he needs to investigate what happened between Biden, his son, and the Ukraine. According to Trump, Biden's son took money from the Ukraine, and he took money from China. Now, where the problem is, you notice these talks of impeachment are coming back. They were hot for a minute. You had Aunt Pearl from LA, Maxine Waters, that senile butterscotch pudding eating dumbass. She was, she was ahead of the train. Impeach. It's all you heard come out of her fucking dentured mouth. Impeach 45. Impeach 45. Remember telling her that people should go out and fuck with Trump supporters, let them know they're not safe and not welcome? Well, she was pretty intense on it. Then Pelosi, David Lopan, said, hey, shut it. We're not pushing that. We have nothing. But now the rumblings are coming back, and they're saying that they really have a chance to impeach Trump because they think that he told the president of the Ukraine, President Zelensky, that I'm going to withhold military support until you launch an investigation into Biden. Now, I don't know about that. I'm thinking he probably didn't because Trump came out and said, release the transcripts. Pompeo saying no, or not Pompeo, Pence is saying we shouldn't do that because that's going to set a bad precedent. We can't have private calls between world leaders being leaked or releasing the transcripts of what they talk about. True. A lot of secretive, top secret shit going on, what these men are talking about. Plus, it's a private conversation. It's between them. But Trump is saying, release that shit. I don't give a fuck. But do I want to hear those transcripts? No. Do I give a shit? No. Is it illegal to do that? I don't know. You got this one idiot named Bill Weld. He's challenging Trump for the GOP nomination. I never heard of this fucking idiot. But he's coming out saying what Trump did was treason, plain and simple. And the penalty for treason is death. That's the only penalty. So you're saying we should hang the president because he allegedly spoke with another leader? That's the dumbest shit I ever heard of, but that's what it's down to. They have nothing else. They know this climate change bullshit is going nowhere. They know this Green New Deal bullshit is going nowhere. And they know their identity politics. What do I look like? Who do I sleep with is the most important thing about me. They know that bullshit isn't going anywhere. So now they have to go back. They have to revisit the impeachment talks. And Pelosi don't want to do it. She's dumb, but she ain't that dumb. She knows pushing for impeachment is a big gamble. Because either you impeach him or you look like a bunch of dumb assholes with nothing who are desperate. Which they are. But that's why they're all of a sudden reviving this impeachment bullshit. They think they have something. Just like they thought they had the Russia collusion bullshit. How did that investigation work out? Your calls of Trump being racist and all this other bullshit. How is that working out? The fact that they're pulling this up again shows that it's not working. It's falling on deaf ears. Yes, you have a lot of dummies out there. You can look up footage of these fucking women's marches and all this bullshit. A lot of dumbasses out there. I personally think stupid people have a shorter gestation. Because there seems to be a lot of them. I think stupid people are only pregnant for like 6 months and they have the baby. Meanwhile, smart people must have to wait the whole 9 months. Because there's a whole lot of these dummies out there. How they're making so much, I don't know. Or how they're making so many of them, I don't know. But of course there's a lot of stupid motherfuckers out there. But there's more of us. There's more regular, clear-minded people who are not stricken with terminal TDS. That's all they got is TDS. It's all they have left. Impeachment for what? You couldn't get him on everything else, but you're going to get this man on a phone call? And so what if he told the Ukraine, I'm going to withhold military aid unless you launch an investigation? I don't care. Is that illegal? Maybe, maybe not. Is it worthy of impeachment? Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? It's sad, man. It really is sad to see how far these people have gone, how off the fucking rails they've gone. You're not going to get him out of there over a phone call. You didn't get him out of there over all this other dumb shit you guys pulled out of your asses. Good job. And thank you for serving another 4 years in office on a fucking silver platter to Trump. You dumbasses. Stop with this impeachment shit. Here's an idea. It's controversial, but I think it might work. Maybe if you Democrats want to give Trump a run for his money, literally his money, if you want to challenge him and give him a real fight, try coming up with policies. Try telling us how you're going to make things better. Try telling us what you're going to do for us, how you're going to prove things for us, your boss. Hey, remember us? We made you. So start telling us how you're going to make our life better, how you're going to take less money from us, and how you're going to improve our infrastructure. Other than that, you guys ain't going to do shit, you ain't going to be shit, and you can sit back and wait another 4 years for your turn in the White House. And in a perfect world, we pass that torch right on to Don Jr. for another 8. We'll see. But I'm about to hop into this weekend, but you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.